Hey there, it's Ryan Reynolds.
Are y'all ready to rock and roll? What's going on, traders? Monday morning. Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. We got Christmas week this week. What is up, traders? Christmas week. It is going to be a fun one this week. I am actually looking up the stock market schedule. Obviously, it's closed on Christmas. Christmas Eve or the day after. Day after Christmas is it closed? I can't remember. I'm gonna look that up right there. All right, yeah, we got Thursday. We're closing at 1 p.m. and then of course Friday the market's closed. So, man, and then the next Thursday is New Year's Eve, which is open, but then the next Friday it's closed. So, wow. Yeah, this is the time of the year where the market's open and closed, shut down, all kinds of stuff going on. Jonathan, the 24th, still 1 p.m. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The stock market's my Christmas. Every day in the stock market, I get Christmas presents. Kim, how you doing? Jonathan, you ready to go? Day 2 on your brand new trading account. So Jonathan is killing it, guys. Jonathan's doing well. Excited for you this week. We got a few stocks to look at today. Excited to dive in it today. Friday was actually surprisingly a little crazy. We had FEYE just go straight up all day. We had Curo. This stock ended up popping up through $20 from like $8. That was a lower float play. We're going to be watching that one again today. It's got a little descending triangle on it at the moment. It's got base support around 15, but we'll see what that one's going to do out of the gates here at the open. It was actually a decent day on Friday last week. I ended up getting barbecue BQ and AM. Was it AMRS? Or AMPE. AMPE, I believe. Oh, yeah, AMPE. Yeah, so look at this one. AMPE is actually up over its resistance at 220 right now. So 220 is actually going to be a little area support, AMPE. I had main resistance down on this one up towards 320. So it actually may try to hold this 220 area and get another leg up towards 320. Which is all fine by me. 320. I'll show you guys the chart real quick. Let's look left of it. Mr. Coin Fox in the house. Hope you had a good weekend, Coin. Yeah, we got 320s pretty tough up here. And look at this, guys. Yeah. Yeah. We got that 220 solid support now. It may try to get a leg up towards that 320 area. Mr. AMPE making some moves. Making some hooves. It's Christmas time. Gotta make the hooves. Kim Biden wants to stall the economy. Not looking forward to China taking over our industry again. You know, apparently we got like a new strain of the COVID out there in the UK. Like a mutated form, and numbers are going up. It's a crazy time, guys. I don't watch news. I don't even keep up with the news. That's how I stay sane. Stay level-headed. But anyways, there's quite a bit going on out there. So obviously, good amount of volatility in the market. So we'll just keep that in mind and keep an eye on the SPY and see what's going to happen this morning. Mr. BB in the house. Brad, how's your weekend? Hope you had a good weekend, Brad. All right, let's dive into the quote of the day today. Be greedy when others are fearful, and fearful when others are greedy. That's a Warren Buffett quote. It actually goes hand in hand with how the scans work. Buy fear, sell euphoria. That's exactly what that quote means. By Mr. Buffett, buy when others are fearful, sell when others are greedy. I mean, we see it over and over and over again. When everyone is buying something on up, it's probably a good time to not be a part of the 90% crew. So when the stock market's panicking, let's start being greedy. Start scooping that bad boy on up. That's exactly where he was going with that. All right, guys. FEYE is definitely grabbing my attention this morning. This one definitely got some kind of a little bit of a short squeeze on it from 14 all the way up to 20. So we do have, and coin got the 20 puts near the highs here at 1992. That's amazing. Nice work there. So FEYE, well, all I see on the chart really is 2061. It kind of hit 4 or 5 times up in here about a year ago. No, 2 years ago. 2 years ago. A couple years ago on FEYE, that one hit 20. But again, it did not make a very fast move like it just did up towards those levels. It kind of grinded up there. But this is the only resistance I'm seeing. Here's what I note with FEYE. Look at the volume chart. 80 million shares. It's never seen volume like that. And so because of that, there's not a whole lot we can go off of. I mean, what I'm looking for is pattern recognition. Anywhere back here has it had 80 million shares? 80 million. No, its biggest day other than Friday was 44 million, and it had a gap down. So not a lot we can go off of there. Obviously an overbought move. That's what I like to look for. Now, FEYE, this one ultimately probably going to be trading that against the previous high day there, over under. Over under, meaning has to break and hold the level for me to stop out. I don't stop out on specific cents. And if you've traded long enough, you understand why. Because there's so many fake out breakouts around those areas, around the whole dollars as well. All right, FEYE, definitely going to have that chart loaded on up. Absolutely going to. There's actually a few stocks we're going to be looking at this morning. TLRY, this marijuana play, 825 is trying to bounce off of this morning. I actually have a support line down here, 820s. It's bouncing right off of that. So let's look left on FEYE, see what we're taking a look at down here. Yeah, all right, so last time it was down in this area, it actually consolidated for a couple days around this 730s area, 740s. You guys see that right in here. And then past that, you guys see for 4 or 5 days it was holding up as support as well. And then prior to that, we were at resistance, and then a couple lower shadows right in here at support. So TLRY, we're definitely at support right now. I'm interested at this 840 level. I just want to see how we're going to open up here. Try not to rush into a position. It's Monday morning. Let's be patient. Let the trades come to us. TLRY is at that main support right now. It's trying to get a little bounce off of it. I'm actually on the 20-day chart right now, and we can see it pretty clearly. Back in here, we did have resistance. Now trying to serve as some support. So that's the main risk area I'd be watching. And probably reward's going to be up towards that 920 area, which it did hit on Friday. So I got TLRY loaded up for that reason. I like it around that 840s level. Let's see how that's going to open up this morning. Of course, SLDB, I want to keep this one on watch. I did miss it the last few days, which is incredibly irritating. SLDB, this one has been spiking off of this trend essentially every day it's opened up at it. This one's been a week and a few days. A couple Fridays ago, it was on the trend, spike up And then the next day pulls back down to the trend, spikes up. Next day pulls back to the trend, spikes up. Next day, which was Friday, pulls back. And so if the trend's keeping up, we should see a spike out of the gates today. Now, I'm not a genie in a bottle, but I mean, spike, pull back trend, spike, pull back to trend, spike, pull back to trend. Are we going to see a spike today? Who knows? But it's been doing it the last week and a half. Mr. Jason is in the house. Good morning, Jason. Hope you had a great weekend. So I like SLDB. I'm going to be watching that one out of the gates today. See if we get a little spike. See if we going to get that little bit of a spike. All right, next on the list. AMRS, I'm staying familiar here. AMRS, this one popped up towards resistance on Friday and faded all day after it hit 480s. It's popping up a little bit right now, back up towards 450s, 60s. But this is what I'm seeing on the chart. Big upper shadow in the 480s. It's kind of opening back up towards that upper shadow area. I think we may fade again. We may fade again here. Let's take a look closer at the chart. Yeah, 520 is really... Oh, yeah, this is the one on Friday we were watching. Ah, yeah. AMRS, that's the one we were watching for 520. It never got it. Never got it. But 520 is ultimately the best area to look at on this one for a short. So let's just see how it's going to open up against the previous high day, 485s. I remember I did take a long on that one. I ended up breaking even because I was really anticipating that 520 push. Ended up not getting it, which was very disappointing. Wanted to go long to short on that one. I'm going to stay familiar here with AMRS, though. Definitely get that chart loaded up. We did just go over AMPE. This one we got a short on Friday. Did fairly well here. Actually, like 190s down to the low 180s. So the AMPE's actually climbed back around at the close. It ramped up Friday into the close, and it's holding up. And now 220 is holding up on AMPE. And 220 is a nice area of support. AMPE, definitely nice area. So, AMPE, a couple things to consider here. We did short it on Friday, but now this 220 area is above, which is probably going to hold up, maybe a support. And 320 is that area I'm watching for a short on AMPE. So I don't think I'm going to short it, at this support level. Could buy it at support and then short it up at resistance. That's kind of the idea. Because right now, probably got like a 15-20 cent risk on AMPE down towards that 220 support area. And then 320, if that one starts getting feisty, getting on up there, that's really the area I love for a short. Mr. David in the house. Happy Monday, David. How was the weekend, man? Good to see you in here, David. Yeah, so there's a few good ones this morning I like a lot. Man, and TLRY is already I was watching TLRY in the 40s. That one's already in the 50s now. That one's been trying to get a little bounce off of that support. FEYE, I like that a lot. I want to see that one get a little closer to the previous close, though. AMRS, I like that one against 520, maybe against 45. We'll see how that's going to open up. AMPE along against 220. SLDB for that morning spike. The trend on here's what we're going to look at on SLDB. Let's zoom in a little bit here. All right, with SLDB, we're really going to have 660 support and 640 trend. This is the support I'm talking about, the 630s here. Got to see how last Tuesday it kind of triple topped around these areas, fake out, breakout, and then on Thursday of last week, that served as support. So this is kind of what we're dealing with here. We got 660s as that support and 640s as the bottom trend. Yeah, here's a clear chart of it. Man, it's actually pretty sexy. That is a sexy looking chart. Bunch of upper shadow 660s, lower shadow 660s. Bottom trend going to be 670s really. Man, and here's the thing with this one too. You know, it never really pulled back. This one just spiked out of the gates. So I don't know if we're going to get a pullback. We'll see. David worked all weekend, ready to trade. I hear you, man. All right. Let's make sure we're covering our bases. The leading gapper this morning is EYEG. This one probably going to spike over $8, up towards 820 area. It hasn't got really fast yet. Hadn't got that speed behind it. It's probably going to pop up over $8 towards 820 before it starts pulling back on down. EYEG, that was an acquisition deal. Acquisitions do bring in hype and attention. So definitely, I mean, this one's already up, 114%. What's the quote of the day say, guys? Be greedy when others are fearful. Fearful when others are greedy. I'm familiar with this name as well, EYEG. It's usually, looking at its past chart history, gives everything back. But just hadn't got that speed behind it this morning, and there's no other real leading gapper this morning. Yeah, so it's, I mean, at least in the penny stock for low float land. So I am suspecting EYEG is probably going to keep a little bit of the attention for a little bit. And not sure where it's going to move to though, because that's the only what was the low float stock of Friday? It was Curo, right? Curo. Yeah, Curo is trying to get a little bounce off of that 15 area as well. I'm going to watch Curo. I mean, just going to watch it this morning, see what's going to happen. This one's going to be a little tricky. It might not open up for us until 9:45, 10 o'clock. We'll see kind of where the trend's at on it. Because we do have shorts underwater here still, and we got some longs underwater here. From buying this thing up from 17 to $20, shorting this thing up from, we got guys underwater on both sides of it. So it may just kind of consolidate here for a little bit. But coins saying Curo, 15 was defended very hard on Friday, certainly. Yeah, that's very good support on it. Was not selling off under that. MARA, this one is in that Bitcoin space, and Bitcoin's been doing pretty well here lately. So I do need to go over this one. It's been getting balled up in the under $9. MARA. Pullbacks under 9 have been getting balled up. Actually, we can see this from this past week. MARA's, been doing red to green moves quite a bit, actually. Yeah, MARA, it's even like, well, gosh, yes. All last week, Wednesday, sell off, red to green move. Thursday, sell off, red to green move. Friday, sells off, gets bought right back up. So, yeah, MARA, that one, if interested. We got a lot we're looking at this morning, guys. There's quite a few. But, yeah, MARA does get balled up. This is just pattern recognition, guys. Very few chat rooms go over plays like we do in here. Most of them are just like, okay, the only stock to trade is EYEG. They got no clue. No clue. All right, so here's the game plan. We'll go through it real quick, and then we'll go over the scans. We got about 6 minutes till the market opens up. Kim, do you have shorts on EYEG? I don't. I don't. Potentially could borrow, but I haven't really checked for that yet. I got plenty of other things to trade at the moment, so usually I don't focus the overcrowded plays in the morning. Man, I hope Thinkorswim's not going to be a little laggy for me. It's a little laggy right now. For those of you new, I use Thinkorswim for my charts and CMEG for my trading. All right, so here's the game plan. TLRY, ultimately 830s is good support there. Going to be watching to see how that one's going to open up. AMPE, 220, good support there. 320 main resistance. I like that quite a bit. And the fact that that one ramped yesterday into the close, probably squeezed out some early shorts, it may hold and try to get a next leg up. FEYE, I really like that one a lot. I really want to see how that one's going to open up, though, FEYE. Very, very interested to see how that's going to open up. I'm going to try to probably be patient with that one because it is nearly 2 points off of really where I want to risk. I mean, FEYE does have on the past chart history 2060s as some tough resistance, but I just want to see how that one's going to open up. SLDB, maybe with the morning spike. That one I'm interested in at the open, potentially SLDB. Potentially SLDB. We'll see if it can pull back to support a little bit. We got support on it, 670, and then the bottom trend around 650. Yeah, I do like SLDB. I do's. Any questions about the game plan, guys? Kuro, I'm interested. I'm just watching Kuro. I like that one for, pulling out the popcorn and kicking back there and watching a movie. But here's how the scans work. If you guys have questions, just let me know. We're going to be watching the middle scans here, the intensity scans, intraday scans. These are the ones we use when the market opens. The positive I3 and negative I3 down here below that. Positive scans, when stocks get highlighted orange, you'll see them orange in these middle scans. Orange means, on the positive scans, orange means euphoria. On the negative scans, it means fear. What does the quote of the day say? Greedy when others are fearful, fearful when others are greedy. That's exactly how it works. Buy fear, sell euphoria. Human behavior in the markets never change. 90% of they see something go up, they buy it. They see something go down, they sell it. Jonathan, RMED. $9.54. Yeah, I see it. Got a few upper shadows there. That's not bad. $9.54. It's kind of got inverse head and shoulders on the daily. And it's a little thin there. So we'll see if it gets volume. I'll be watching it on the scan, see if that one gets volume. Yeah, coin FEYE 1950 would be a nice short. Yeah, I really like that one a lot, but I don't really want to short it at 1830. Kind of feels a little chasey to me. I'd like it to pop up a little bit more for us. I like SLDB for the long out of the gates, and AMPE long against 220s. TLRY, not a bad long against 830s. AMRS, that up towards 520 would be a godsend. Yeah. Other than that, we'll see what the scanners provide us. I'm going to try not to be a little too eager to take a trade. That's normally how Mondays are. Let's let the dust settle. See what the gods send us. And it dumps. Did it just dump? Thank you, coin. Yeah, I can't short it down here. My risk would be way too high. Unless I like really slow scaled it, but we'll see if it pops for us. SLDB already trying to hold this $7 area. Yeah, I like that one. I like SLDB. Man, I like it. All right, gentlemen and ladies, it's ready. It's go time. It is go time. 20 seconds. Help us out with the scans. If you see something popping on up or selling off, definitely alert us, because I got 6 or 7 stocks I am watching as well. Out of the gates. Curo looks like it wants to get a little pop out of the gates as well. I'm not really going to be watching EYEG, FYI. The market is now open. Man, SLDB already perking up a little bit. Wouldn't surprise me if EYEG got up over 8 at the start of the day, which it's trying to do right now. Yeah, FEYE already looking a little heavy. We're seeing a lot of stocks on the negative intensity scans right now. Probably indicative of what the market is doing at the moment. Potentially a little bit opening up a little weak. Potentially opening up a little weak. AMPE's got 240 bids on it. Man, I like AMPE. I do like it. But I may wait for the short up towards $3. I don't know. 220 is ultimately the support there. It's a little. I'd like a little pullback AMPE if getting interested. AMPE, SLDB, I like both of those. I'm just waiting for a little bit of a pullback on either one of them, but not sure I'm going to get it. Yeah, AMPE is already up towards 250s. Man. Yeah, FEYE still a little heavy against 18. I'd like to see that one up a little bit higher. See what EYEG. Yeah, I mean, oh my God, guys. Genie in a bottle. EYEG, what did I say? 820, pop and fade. Jeez Louise. Thing popped up, hit 818, pulling back on down. No surprise there. AMPE still sitting around 250s. Just waiting and watching at the moment, fellas. Just waiting and watching. Quite a bit popping up on the scans. Let's see what we're seeing. PROG sell off, not bad. PROG, I got the 50-day at 539. Just trying to get a little bounce off of that right now. AMPE is having a little trouble against 250s. I think it still may. I mean, it's still holding up here. It's probably going to end up trying to break it. Just taking a little bit of time. This is somewhat of a triple top from Friday in pre-market. AMPE, yeah, having a little bit of trouble here pulling back. Yeah, AMPE is pulling back pretty hard here. I mean, I don't mind scooping it up. I'm a 220 ultimately the risk on AMPE. That was a pretty hard sell-off. It's probably going to take a little bit of time to turn back around. But I don't mind scooping it up against 220, seeing if that one can slowly turn back around like it did on Friday. SLDB is already up towards 720s. So yeah, that one's trying to get a little bit of a spike this morning as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start AMPE. It's probably gonna be a little slow. But 220 ultimately the risk guide there. TLRY trying to get a little pop. Yeah, TLRY 860 bids. SLDB pulling back a little bit. And FEYE popping up towards 1850s. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on FEYE. Definitely. Definitely. I'll probably start FEYE on the short side up towards 19. If we get up towards 19. So I think I'm going to be watching there. A few popping up for us. Yeah, PROG got a nice bounce off that 50-day. Man. That just happened so fast on Prague. Really no way to catch it. TLRY even higher right now. Yeah, TLRY in the 70s. Alright, so I'm in AMPE. I'm watching FEYE pretty carefully as well. SLDB is interesting, but it's pretty thin. So, yeah, we got to be careful with that. Just a little thin there. See what else is popping up. RMG is popping up pretty quick here. RMG 2150 up to 2350. RMG is interesting. That one has made a high of 2360 about a week ago. It's coming up towards that area, testing it out. 2360's RMG. Yeah, RMG is definitely interesting up here. Buy fear, sell euphoria. I have not taken a trade on it yet. Just watching it, but I did just have a little bit of a pullback. Busy, just seeing what else pops up. Coin, what you working right now? Yeah, what's RMG? RMG having a little bit of a pullback. It's got a pretty decent spread on it. That's what I'm not a big fan of. Pretty decent spread there. But we are seeing an upper shadow towards 24. I may not mind hitting it against 24. See if we can pop up a little bit closer up towards 24 again. Yeah, MARA. MARA, nice, Kim. Yeah. That one's trying to get up towards 10 again. Did last week as well. It got to 1045. Yeah, so good eye there. Yeah, MARA. Yeah, it may not be a bad short up towards 10. We'll keep it on watch. We will keep her on watch. FEYE coming up towards 19 right now. FEYE, this stock's crazy, man. Oh, man. I think I gotta do it. I think I got to do it. Now I'm watching FEYE for a fast move over 19. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hit it. I'm going to go ahead and hit FEYE up here. I really like it against the previous high a day. $19.85. So I'm scaling in against $19.85 ultimately. That thing looks like it's going to get up there no problemo. We'll see. UAVS popping. See what else is popping up on the scans right now. Edit. That was a play last week, all last week as well. FEYE. That's funny. The stock is just non-stop. Let's see where this thing tries to base out at. SLDB, this one's already back under 7. TLRY having a little trouble, but a little pullback against 880s. Alright, FEYE pulling back a little bit down here. I got a 1897 average there. I don't mind it higher though. It looks like it's trying to hit that 1920 area, maybe as some form of resistance. Little bit of a pullback from that. I'm still waiting to see what it's going to do. I don't mind it up against. I don't mind it higher. FEYE, a little bit more of a pullback down here. Alright, 1880s. Yeah, I'm watching FEYE pretty carefully here. I may do a single entry, single exit, and then look to hit it again up towards 1920. Just watching it carefully here. See how heavy it's going to be against the 90 and May 1880s. Yeah, I'm gonna come out of it 1890 and look to hit it again on a fast move up through the highs. AMPE, it's got some big bids at 235, but that one is just kind of stolen out at the moment. Looking a little, looking like a little bit of trouble against VWAP. AMPE. AMPE, I may adjust my risk to under the lows, 230s. Just want to see how that one's going to react here. TLRY is still climbing up towards 880s. Not bad. And RMG is still holding up around the 2350s. We did see that one pop up towards that area, 2350s. Yeah, FEYE even lower. Man. AMPE is slowing down a little bit. Not a huge fan of it slowing down here. Still like it against the 220s. Just slowing down quite a bit. I like what it did on Friday, though, at the close. Friday at the close, that thing just got a pretty nice spike on it out of nowhere. So that thing can turn back around. 220s is definitely that area we want to watch ultimately. Yeah, PROG was a good one this morning. That was definitely a miss. EYES trying to get a little spike from the EYES, EYEG. Good stuff. Yeah, AMPE is probably going to pull back down towards 220. So just make sure that's kind of part of your risk plan if trading it. Just make sure that's part of it. I have a 231 average there at the moment, risking 220. SOS trying to pop. That one got a little spike in pre-market. That one's trying to get above VWAP right now, SOS. And CRIS just hit 820. That wouldn't be a bad short right there. No shorts, though. Yeah, edit is even higher, EDIT. EDIT opened up at 63. It's up towards 70 right now. Yeah, edit is... Edit is even higher at the moment. Alright, let's see what's going on, guys. SRAC popping up. Man, nothing else at the moment I'm seeing. Edit's not bad. EDIT is definitely not bad. It's up towards 70. Coin, your phone died. What are you doing? You trading on the phone? Yeah, edit, I don't mind that one, man. So here's the chart on ADIT. This one's getting a nice little pop right now. The chart on it, it's a little bit of a flag though. A little bit of a flag breakout. But this one is up a lot. You gotta understand what you're dealing with here if you're trading EDIT on either side of it. We're having a little bit of a flag breakout on the daily, but this stock is very overbought. Obviously very overbought. And it's having a big pullback right now, EDIT. YouTube on the phone. No YouTube on the phone. Yeah, EYEG still pulling back a little bit. Coin with the FEYE long at the moment. Yeah, FEYE, that one's pulling up towards 1950s. Yeah, FEYE is non-stop, baby. Man, this thing is squeezing out some shorts. I got a little nibble on it. A little nibble on it. But this thing wants even higher. Definitely wants higher. If we're trading on the long side, we got to just understand this thing is up from 14 bucks nearly to 20 in a day. Alright, AMP's down towards that 220 area. We'll see if it flushes under that towards like 215. That's kind of going to be my final scoop. And that's going to be my risk guide down here. Alright, it's tapping that support under 220. We'll see if it's going to flush pretty quick or hold this area. Still getting a little bit of panic on it right now. Yeah, FEYE's back up towards Friday's highs. So FEYE, that one is looking like it wants to bust through 20. Bust through the $20 gates wide open. Man, that thing just is climbing like crazy. Coin, glad I closed my puts at the open. Yeah, for real. Jesus. Thing is crazy, man. CCRC, this one's lower float, 13 million popping up right now. In edit, still sitting up around the $70 area. TLRY in the 880s. That was a decent long out of the gates there off of that support. Curo, FYI, Curo, this one's like sitting right on its bottom support line at around the $15 area. So we need to kind of watch that. Curo, this one may try to snap under 15. That's its base support. Base support there with Curo. Yeah, edit is even higher, 70/30s right now. Edit's even higher. TLRY 880s. FEYE is definitely an attention seeker right now. FEYE up towards that $20 area. That's where it's trying to break up through right now. Still holding that area very well. Glad I just took a nibble there and got out of that on the short side, but we'll see what that $20 is going to do. 2060 on the chart is where it has hit a few times a couple years ago. So that's really where some resistance may be on FEYE. But yeah, this one's seeing some continuation. Watching AMP pretty carefully right here at the 213. Looking left of the charts, really this it's right at support. This one's very frustrating here. Still got a little AMPE. This one's at this bottom support right down here on the chart. The 215, 214 area. Yeah, I just hate panicking out of a stock right at the bottom. I know as soon as I cut it, it's going to be the very bottom. Ultimately, I may reduce that position. We're just watching it at the moment around this area. Yeah, coin going long, AMPE. I like it still. Average is not the best for me. But I do like it around this area a lot. It just may do what it did on Friday. On Friday it sold off like it's doing right now, and then all throughout the rest of the day it was climbing. So I hate to stop out the bottom right here. I still like it. I still like it quite a bit. But yeah, Friday it pulled back like it did right here. And then throughout the day, 11, 12 o'clock, and so just kind of slowly grinded back up. I mean, it's at support. There's no reason to get out of it here. Really should have been a little bit more patient, be getting in it like coin's doing right now. Yeah, and it is bottoming out where that support was on Friday as well, around the 213s. Yeah, so not looking bad at all. Is Edit still climbing? Oh my god. Edit is nuts. EDIT up towards $80. Wow, it just got a huge order up through like 82. Yeah, Edit is crazy right here, guys. I'm going to just be watching that one. FEYE is nuts as well, 2020s. 2030s. And what's Curo up to? Yeah, Curo's cracking that $15 area. So if you guys got that short snap, nice work there. Coin is at small size Monday, like your small size Friday. Yeah, I got like a 225 average AMPE. I'm just kicking back. I'm not sizing into it anymore. I already got my size on it. It either works or it doesn't. WBAI. Got a fast move up through the whole $630 area. SSR is turned on. AMPE, just FYI, short sale restriction. Kim, FEYE way too soon. Where do you get in that one at, Kim? God, I'm so glad I just nibbled that on the short side. Man. So it did just hit that 2060s resistance on its daily chart. I'm very curious to see what it's going to do around this. Ultimately, it's not a bad short against the 2060s. 2060s is where it's kind of quadruple topped on its daily chart. So really, that's not a bad area to be risking off of. Yeah, let's pull up the chart right now. Take a look at it. Yep, right up in here. 2050s, 2060s. Not bad at all. And seeing a little bit of a pullback down towards $20 from the 2060s. Really being patient with that and hitting it in the 2060s was probably the best idea. Got a little too excited with it. Same with AMP. You know how Mondays go. Just get a little excited with these stocks. And Edit is still holding that $80 area. Oh my God, man. That thing is squeezing people out like crazy. 63 up towards 80. Man, that's a tough one right there. Same with FEYE. Kim, you got it at 2050? Phew. Good short, Kim. Yeah, that's awesome. It was a really, really good short. Good patience there with that, too. Very, very good. All right, let's see what's going on. It's 10 o'clock. FEYE still trying to hold up and get up through this upper shadow. BCDA, let's see what's popping up. BCDA, LMNL, slowing down a little bit. Edit, pulling back from 80 a little bit here. Curo still just kind of fading under 15 at the moment. Man, CRIS. It would have been nice to have shorts with Chris. Yeah, Chris, that fast move right up towards 820. I mean, it doesn't get any smoother than that. Fast move hitting 820. Kim got lucky. No, you didn't. No, you did not, Kim. Yeah, we went over FEYE this morning, 60s area. You were just very patient. I was not, but you definitely had the right idea, so great job with that. That's amazing. Coin big buyers flashing, could rip after this next dip. Yeah, it's actually kind of looking like a descending triangle a little bit on FEYE at the moment. Starting to form a little lower highs with $20 base support. It may flash up, but that's what I'm seeing at the moment on it. Starting to look a little DT-ish. This is what I'm talking about. You guys see what I'm saying here? $20 support. That's what I'd be watching. Well, there's FEYE popping up towards 2050. Yeah, so still got a little steam behind it. We'll see if it's going to form another we'll see if it's going to form an upper shadow right there, be a little bit of a fake out breakout, or Kim, thanks. Nice. Yeah, it's kind of looking like a fake out breakout, really. What's the SPY doing? SPY's not looking too good, huh? What you guys suspect that is? Probably the is it that new coronavirus strain in the UK? Third test FEYE, definitely. Definitely FEYE still 2060s, man. It's about to make new highs. Gosh, man. Stock's crazy. Wow. Finally in the money with AMPE. Longs take longer. Yeah, it's a good point there. Good point there, Corn. Coin's got a good point. When you're shorting front side, cover front side. Shorts front side, covers front side. Got to pay yourself because those bounces will eat up your gains. Yep. Absolutely. FEY still sitting up around that 2070 area. It's consolidating up there. It's impressive. Definitely impressive. Edit in the 80s. Jeez. Coin's wanting a pullback. Coin is wanting a pullback on FEYE for long. Looking to trend join it. Coin looking for the trend join. Yeah, I mean it's kind of just stair stepping. Really, it's not a bad long at this point. It's really just stair stepping. Not a lot going on there. As far as speed goes, FEYE, it's really just stair stepping up. 2080s. And its 1 minute candlesticks are getting bought up still. Coin still long from his 1850 entry. My man. 1850 entry coin. You still got like a quarter left there. Quarter of your shares. That's awesome, dude. Good work on the patience. Good work. UC 22 incoming. Yeah, right now all I got is AMP still. Edit is so interesting up here at 85 though. Edit is so interesting up here. Gosh, I'm so tempted, guys. I'm tempted. 85. AMPE, what I'm thinking there is just kind of stalling out. Sitting right around my average. I'm wanting it to pop up towards VWAP. Then probably scale out a little bit and then just let the rest ride out. That's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. Yeah, 227 bids, 228 bids. Yeah, let's get up to VWAP here. Just trading the chart at the moment on AMPE. Yeah, kind of grinding against the 90 in May there, 227. Haven't scaled out any yet. Do have a relatively larger position here. FEYE, what you looking for? Pullback, still coin? AMPE 229 bids. Let's get over 230. Let's get over 230. Do a little VWAP test. Definitely looks like it wants to. $230 bids. Yeah, this is what it did on Friday, guys. Just trading the chart. FEYE 2020. Yeah, Kim. Coin's got his own channel. It's called iStream Trading. Yeah, this is nice. AMPE. It's looking like a payday today. Seeing what's doing around VWAP before I scale out. Because it looks like it wants to keep climbing. Watching very carefully. Yeah, I'm about to take roughly half off AMPE. I'm just watching it closely here. See if we want to continue a little bit higher first. So that's why I'm a little quiet at the moment. Because I did get to full position here, AMPE. I mean, that's the good thing about getting to full position. It definitely pays a lot better. We'll see if we can get up through 235, though. So bear with me just for a little bit. I'm going to scale out and then in a little bit. And then kick back on the rest. Just bear with me. FEYE back under 20 at the moment. AMPE tried to get up to 235. $234 bids. Yeah, Coin, if you don't mind, I mean, you can put your channel down for Kim in the comment section. It's iStream Trading. No spaces. And did I take AMP off the scans? I don't know that it was on the scans. I was watching this from last week still. Yeah, so I was watching this from last week for a long today against 220. Popped under, it pulled under 220, then popped right back up through it. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. So I haven't taken any off yet. I'm just waiting for it. If we get a fast pop up, that's when I'm taking half off. Or if we start seeing it selling back down a little bit, back down to VWAP, I'm going to probably take half off. But right now, still rocking and rolling, baby. It's just grinding up. No point in taking any yet. I'm just seeing if we can get a fast pop. A little bit of a pullback. But right now, still just grinding against support. And that's why I was so, like, did not want to take any off at support. I mean, it was literally at bottom support. And I'm like, ugh. That's why I always trade the over-under rule. Got to hold that level. Let's get up through 240s, baby. Let's do it. I've shared with you guys my number one struggle with trading many times, and that is being patient with my winners. And so that is why I'm trying very hard to be patient. Yeah, coin. I mean, I think 320. I think 320 is that area of resistance on AMPE that I like a lot, and we're still climbing up there. Whew. I'm just trading the chart, not the P&L, but it's gonna be looking pretty. It's gonna be looking pretty. Yeah, it really does, coin. That's what I was watching. And this is exactly what it did on Friday. Got a big seller at $3. All right, the open of the day is at 240, and that's what it's coming up to test right now, at 240 area. So we'll see if this thing can do a little bit of a red to green move. Despite what it's going to do, I'm probably going to lock in half soonish. Probably going to lock in half soonish. Oh, no. Yeah, that's right. All right. Let's see what happened. All right, yeah. I took a decent chunk off. My button said short, so I got a little worried there for a second. I'm like, oh my god, don't short it. But it sold. It sold what I had. All right, I'm gonna set a stop on the rest and see if this thing wants to climb up towards 320. If not, good to go. Yeah, I'm trimming it to AMPE, taking a little bit off. I'm gonna let the rest work. Gonna let the rest work. I'm gonna adjust my risk to my average price. Low 220s. Low 220s. I'm gonna set a stop on the rest of it and just let it work. Man, yeah, it wasn't easy for me to be patient with that one, but yeah, I did sit in that winner for a good little bit there, and I'm gonna hold some leftovers. So, let me set my stop. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Stop order. Market 222. Yeah, that's good. Nice. All right. Yeah, I'll give it like 14, 15 cents or wiggle room there. Yeah, I'm gonna flip through a few charts real quick. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll get going here in a few minutes. Let's see what edit's doing. EDIT. Oh my god. EDIT even higher. Stock is crazy, guys. We got to be watching that tomorrow. No lie. Goodness gracious. Alright, EDIT. That one's for sure a watch tomorrow. I know, Kim. I'm gonna end up trading something else. It's gonna be ridiculous. You know how I am. FEYE looks like it did a little fake out breakout over 2060s. It's looking a little heavy against the 90 MA right now. Something to be watching. Let's see what else we got. WBAI is kind of the low floater. That WBAI is that low floater that got a little random spike. Curo still kind of trending under $15. Yeah, SPY's heavy. It's going to be a very interesting 2021, guys. Very interesting. But we'll be spending it together. We will be spending it together. TLRY giving everything back. That's rough. AMPE, pretty tough pullback here. It looks like it may end up stopping me out of the remainder of my shares. I took 3/4 up at 235. Swear to God, every time I leave leftover positions to work, I always get stopped out. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's like the times they work are glorious and makes your day that much better. Edit up towards 88. Jesus. FEYE, a little heavy still. MARA kind of looking backside-ish as well. We'll see if 10's gonna hold MARA. As Kim's saying, it's kind of holding that $10 area at the moment. We are seeing lower shadows MARA under $10, so that 990s area is what's holding up MARA. So we need to see that. It's probably going to pull back down towards that VWAP and under 990s. See if that holds up. But otherwise, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for me today. AMPE and a little nibble on FEYE is going to do it. But yeah, hit me up if you guys have any questions at all. Good to be back with you this week. We will do it again tomorrow. You guys already know what it is. All right, traders. We'll see you tomorrow.